Hello everyone, welcome back once again. In this video, we will look at SQLite database inside the .NET MAUI application using the Visual Studio 2022. But before we get started, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So let's get into it then. So as you can see, I've got Visual Studio Community 22, Visual Studio 22 community version open. Let's get started by creating a new project. So on the new project dialog here, on the all projects here, let's select MAUI and then .NET MAUI app. Yeah, this is a project for creating a .NET MAUI application for iOS, Android, Mac Catalyst, WinUI, and whatnot. Yeah, so let's select this here. And then here, obviously, you can configure your project details, but we're not going to look too much into that. So let's click on the next. You can select your .NET framework as well. And let's click on the create. Now we've got the .NET MAUI project created for us here. So let's do a little bit of cleanup here. So on the main page.xaml, let's click on it. So here we're going to remove um, pretty much everything and let's leave just one label, okay? So we're going to remove the image all the way to this label, and we're going to remove the button as well. So we're just going to leave this. We're just going to leave this label here, okay? And then we open the code behind here. So main page.xaml.cs. So here we're going to remove the on counter clicked event. Okay, we're going to remove this as well. So we're just going to remove this field. So we're just going to be left with this only. Okay. So what we do next is we're going to add a class. So let's add a new class. So let's call this class SQLite DB contest. Okay, so let's make this public. And then let's open a new get. So manage new get packages. Let's browse. So here we're going to add SQLite net PC, SQLite-net.pc. So that will be the first result. Okay. So let's download and install it. So we've actually installed this package. So let's go back to the SQLite DB contest. Yeah. So on top here, let's add this model. So it's a public class. Let's call this product. So let's add okay, this field name for the product name. And let's add this um, okay, price. So let's make the data type double. And let's add ID as well. So on top of the ID, this is what we're gonna put. We're gonna make the ID the primary key. and let's put auto increment as well on top of it. So you leave it as it is here, okay? So we only have ID, name, and price. So let's come inside the the SQLite class here. So let's add this fields, yeah. So this, let's make this constant string, and let's give it as a database file name, and let's call this um, SQLite database .db free, okay. And let's add this as well. Um, uh, Static string, and this will be our database path. So this will be our path dot combine. So this will be let's put file system uh, file system dot update directory, and then the database file name. Okay. So let's put this as well. It's a constant SQLite dot SQLite SQLite open flags. So let's call this flags. This will be I'm going to paste this here so you can have a look at it. So I'm not going to type everything just to make it fast. So this is what I've actually pasted. So have a look at it and type it yourself. Okay. This just to make the video fast. So we're going to also put SQLite async connection, and we're gonna name this database. Okay. So that's all we have for here now. So let's put this method here. This will be an async method, um, async task, and we're gonna call it init. Okay, so here we're just going to configure our database, okay? So we're gonna say if a database is not null, this is what we're going to do. Or let's say we're just going to return. Otherwise, we put this variable. Otherwise, we put this variable result is equal to result is equal to await database dot create table eh, create table async. So this will be um, product table. Okay. So we're just going to leave it here as it is now. And then what we do next is we're just going to put some method here to query the table. So the first method will be is a public async task um, list. So we put a list of products, okay, and we type get all products. So we first of all get the init method. So we await the init method and we return await database dot table product dot to list async. Okay, so that's what we do for this method here. So we go on to another one, another method. It's a public async task product, and this will be get product async. So this will actually take an int product ID. So we await the init and return await database dot table product dot where p dot product ID p dot ID. Okay, so we're just gonna put this. Yeah, so this dot where p is equal to the product ID. Then we select the first or default async. Okay, so that's what we got for this method. So the next one is of course add products method. So let's put public async add products. Okay, it's the async task. Sorry, async task int. So this will be add product async. So this will actually take a product So we await the init, and then we check if product.id is not 0, then we return await database dot update async product. Okay, else return await database dot insert async the product. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do for here for now. See, we can add another method to delete products, but we're not going to add it, or you can do that yourself. Yeah, this just for brevity of this video. Okay, so we go to the next part. So we open the MAUI program.cs, and we scroll down just before the return builder. This is what we're gonna do. Builder.services.add singleton, add singleton. So this will be our SQLite DB contest. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna do here. So we come inside the main page .xml.cs. So right after the initialize component, this is what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to start this field here. So this will be SQL DB contest. So we're just gonna name this DB. So right after the initialize component, we're going to initialize the DB. And then this is what we will do. We're just gonna get the product. So public variable, this will be product, and this will be db dot get all products dot result dot first or default. Okay, so we come inside the main page dot XAML, and here obviously the label, we're just going to add this to the label. We're gonna give it a name. So it's X name. We're just gonna call it product label. Okay. So now what we do is we're just going to build that application. Now we have the project built. Let's go back to the main page.xaml.cs. Okay. So here we've got the product. So let's add it to the product label. Let's add this to product label.test. So this will be equal to, so let's add the product dot name product dot price. So we're just going to display just the product name and the price, okay? So let's go ahead and run it So it actually is running on Windows machine. So let's select Android emulator. So I'm just going to select one of the Android emulators. But as you can see, inside the DB context here, we've got no products added. So this is what we're going to do. We get we initiate a constructor. So here inside, or maybe not even a constructor, but we're going to put it inside the init. So I'm just going to copy and paste it. So you just have a look and do the same thing, okay? So I'm going to copy and paste this. So have a look. You can pause the video. So this is what I've actually copied and pasted. So have a look and type the same thing. So we're just going to select the first product, which is the mango in the price, okay? So let's run the application and see what actually comes out of it, okay? So this might actually take a while, so I'm just going to pause the video while the whole thing runs, okay? So as you can see here now, we've got a application running and we've got this product showing, okay? So as you can see, it's not really complicated, but you have to make sure you go through all the steps here to get to this point, okay? So I'll provide the source code for the members. So if you're a member of the channel, then you can request the source code. Otherwise, please make sure you follow the video very carefully. So I'll leave it here and I'll continue on my next video. So once again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do because I've got lots of videos coming up. And I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Peace.